95.7 The Wolf.
Well, the pitching matchup is advertised. Dallas Braden for the Athletics and Mark Burley for the White Sox. In fact, Burley retired the first 8 batters tonight before Andy LaRoche came up for the A's in the third.
1-2 pitch. Line toward left. What a catch! Sprawling to his right by Alexi Ramirez. Fully extended on the backhand side. Pulls it in. And the A's are 9 up and 9 down to start this game. Midway through the third, Oakland and Chicago remain scoreless.
Meanwhile, for Braden, he went 3 1/3 before allowing his first hit. That was a single by Rios in the fourth. Later in the inning, a double by Carlos Quinton, but Braden got out of it when Ramirez bounced to second. There was the first breakthrough, though, tonight, and it came in the bottom of the fifth with 2 out, and Lillibridge hitting for Chicago. Here's Lillibridge, who walked in his first at bat. He's a right-handed hitter. 2 out in the fifth, no score. Swings. It's a high, deep drive, left center field. Back on it, Willingham at the track. He's going to watch, and it is gone. And that quickly, the White Sox have taken a 1-0 lead. The first home run this year by Brent Lillibridge. Up into the seats in left center field. Only the third hit of the game. And that is franchise home run for the White Sox, number 10,000. Pitch was center cut, out over the plate, belt high. Good pitch to hit. Meanwhile, the Athletics were no hit by Burley through 5 innings. Suzuki was leading off in the 6th for the A's. Hit a pop-up down the first baseline, and crossing behind Konerko was the second baseman Gordon Beckham. Went into a slide and couldn't handle the ball. It might have been a playable ball. It was ruled a no play, and so Suzuki had a second chance. The 2-2-2 Suzuki is lined to left center field for a base hit. Well, they make them pay for the fact that Beckham didn't catch that ball, and that's the first hit for the Athletics tonight as Mark Burley no-hits the A's into the 6th inning. The A's would not be able to do any damage, though, against Burley in that 6th inning. And then as the 7th inning unfolded for the Athletics, at this point, Dallas Braden had left the game after going the first 6. Tyson Ross was pitching for the A's in the 7th. He got Ramirez on a ground ball. He got Brent Morrell on a strikeout. And then Tyson was facing the catcher, Ramon Castro.
1-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced to third. Easy chance for Kuzmanov. Sets his feet, and the 2011 debut for Tyson Ross is a 1-2-3, bottom of the 7th. On to the 8th. The A's try to figure out Burley. They trail Chicago 1-0.
By the way, for Braden, 6 innings, 5 hits, a run. He walked 2 and struck out 7, so he was very good. Mark Burley was very good. He left the game after 8 innings, giving up 2 hits, no runs. He had a walk and a strikeout. Matt Thornton was in the game for the White Sox when the 9th inning began, and he had blown his last 2 save opportunities, and he was facing Andy LaRoche leading off. The 0-2 pitch to LaRoche is swung on, drilled to left center up the alley. That's going to be extra bases. LaRoche turning at first, going to second, and it's played back by Rios, and the A's have the tying run in scoring position. So LaRoche was at second base for the A's, trying to move him up, or would Coco Crisp get the green light in this situation with nobody out, with the White Sox playing in with their fielders on the corners. 2-0 pitch. Thornton sets, gonna swing. Coco hits a line drive at first, taken by Konerko. Back to second goes Pennington. Konerko was still playing in. He was still thinking about the possibility of a bunt in a line drive, and Konerko reaching out the glove in the left hand and making the play. So the A's disdain the sacrifice. Pennington still at second, and Barton is up. Pennington at that point was pinch running at second base for LaRoche. The last batter faced by Matt Thornton tonight would be the A's first baseman, Barton. The 2-0 pitch. Thornton a backward glance. Runner at second. The pitch is a fly ball left field, angled toward the line. Back on it is Pierre at the track, and he drops it. Now it rolls to the track and rolls away from him. Pennington's around third. He's going to come to the plate. He's going to score. Stopping at second is Barton, and the Athletics have tied it up in the 9th inning. On an E7. It was a well-hit ball, but it was tracked by Juan Pierre back to the track in the left field corner, and he just misplayed it. and the A's get a huge break. They tie it up. Pennington scored from second. Barton winds up at second, and we're 1-1 in the ninth inning in Chicago. And it wasn't even dropped, really. It was just misplayed and clanked out there in left field, missed by Juan Pierre. Thornton left the game. Jesse Crane came on, and he struck out Connor Jackson. Willingham popped out to short. It was 1-1 going to the bottom of the ninth when Tyson Ross began his third inning out of the A's bullpen in his 2011 debut. He struck out Rios. Then he allowed a base hit to right by Konerko. Mark Teahan ran for him. Then he walked Carlos Quinton. Alexi Ramirez, little ground ball to first with the second out, with the runners moving up. Now the White Sox had the winning run 90 feet away. Their third baseman, Brent Morrell, was batting against the A's right-hander from Cal. Tyson Ross trying to work out of a ticklish, pressurized situation in the bottom of the ninth inning in a 1-1 tie. Checks to get his sign. White Sox runners lead from second and third. And the 0-2 pitch to Morrell. He throws, and it's swung on and missed. He strikes him out with a breaking ball. What a job of clutch pitching by young Tyson Ross. He works out of a second and third jam with a strikeout of Morrell with a devastating slider down and away, and he preserves a 1-1 tie in Chicago after 9. And then in the 10th inning, Jesse Crane still pitching for the White Sox, and he was lights out as he struck out the first two batters, Ellis and Matsui, but he still had to deal with Kurt Suzuki.
1-2 pitch ripped to left field. Back on it goes Pierre. It's over his head, and it's over the wall. It's into the bullpen. A line drive, home run for Kurt Suzuki. And the A's take a 2-1 lead. Off the bat, you weren't sure it was going to be enough, as Pierre went back, and suddenly it disappeared into the White Sox pen. Home run number 1 in 2011 for Kurt Suzuki.
Elevated pitch, belt high, good pitch to hit.
On a 1-2 delivery from Jesse Crane.
Then Brian Fuentes, who got a 5-out save in Minneapolis Saturday night, got a 1-2-3 ninth inning for the save yesterday, was working in his third consecutive game trying to preserve the 2-1 lead. He got 2 outs quickly in the 10th inning on strikeouts. The last chance for the White Sox tonight was Juan Pierre.
1-1 the count. A White Sox team that was number 1 in the league in runs scored, averaging just under 7, have been held to 1 run by the best starting staff and company in the league. 1-1. Fastball bounce right back to Fuentes. He gloves, throws to first, and this one is over. The A's rally back a run in the 9th and a home run in the 10th, and they capture game 1 of a 3-game series against Chicago, 2-1. Braden Ross and Fuentes, outstanding pitching, and another errorless night for the A's defense at 6 games in a row.
Tyson Ross, 3 innings, a hit, a walk, 4 strikeouts in a brilliant performance. And the A's right-hander will be joining Vince Cotroneo when the A's postgame continues.